What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. I'm your Haunt Ginger. And with me, as always, my beautiful, my lovely, amazing, soon-to-leave Earth for about 10 years, co-host, the spooky sidekick, Melissa Lukac.
What's up, guys?
So, we have a very special guest, and this is somebody we've never had on the show before, ever. And you are all in for a treat. We have Jeremiah from Misfits Unmanaged.
Hello, everybody. I've never been here. This place is...
This is Jeremiah from Misfits Unmanaged?
Hey.
Is it?
What's up, man?
Can you sign my baby?
You have a baby?
I don't.
Oh,
Can you sign my Shih Tzu?
Is it, that's...
A little weird.
That's a little weird.
I don't know about all that.
Yep. So, Jeremiah does Misfits Unmanaged. He is based out of Tampa. And he is our resident Howl-O-Scream expert. So
For the most part.
there are some things that I might not know all the details on, and he will know all the details. So we're not going to dally. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about everything from the media event all the way around the park, all the scare zones. We'll talk about Fiends a little bit because we didn't see the whole show.
You didn't see the whole show?
We missed part of it. We missed like 10 minutes of it, I think.
we
10,
missed
15
just
minutes
the
of
first
it.
part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like 11:30 show. We got
We
into,
were
like,
It's so good this year.
We were
Yeah.
on. We were all business.
And we did all the houses, and then we hit them all again.
I watched it on Saturday, so
Nice.
I got the chance to see it Saturday. But
All right, so just like we're going to do every episode this season, we have a shirt, a special shirt that you can get 20% off from HauntShirts.com. And I love this particular shirt. Eat, not sleep, Halloween repeat.
Because you don't sleep during Halloween.
No.
That is for sure.
I
We
should-
can vouch
I
for
should
that.
just
Or
get
haunt
this
season in
Yeah.
general.
tattooed on my face.
There's 2.5 months of no sleep. Like today, I slept till noon, guys. I hardly ever do that.
that's impressive.
Slept till noon.
That is impressive. I had to get up early. This is not fun. All right, so HauntShirts.com. Go buy this shirt right now. If you have to alt-tab and open up a new tab and buy the shirt, that's fine. If you are watching the replay of the show, go to HauntShirts.com, HauntScene20. Get 20% off this awesome shirt. We had a shirt last week. We're going to have a shirt every episode. Hopefully this whole season. Haunt Shirts is amazing. We love James and Melissa and the other Melissa.
I love the other Melissa.
Yeah,
More than
they're amazing.
me.
So buy the shirts. Buy all the things. All right. So HauntShirts.com. Do it. All right. So we're going to get into Howl-O-Scream.
Yes. Good
And
times.
yes, before we even get into it, I had a really good time this year.
A lot of fun.
I had a lot. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but I really enjoyed this year of Howl-O-Scream more than I have definitely last year. So we're going to talk about all the things. Here's the map. This goes these dates here. So make sure you guys go to Howl-O-Scream.com. We went to the one in Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Here's the map, and they've got 6 houses, 1 new house this year, extra scare zones, all kinds of things, bunch of photo ops, and we're going to talk about all of it. So if you got a chance to go to Howl-O-Scream, use this little hype level thing. Tell me how excited you are for the things. We want to see all the hearts and likes and smiles and all the things. Hit all the things. We would very much appreciate that.
Hit all the buttons.
Hit all the buttons.
All the buttons.
Hey, look, it's Riley. Your
Or-
favorite
Riley.
character.
Riley. What's up, Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, she surprised me on Friday night. I didn't know that was her.
Yep.
When you told me, oh, yeah, character's looking for you. She comes up and waves to me.
Yeah.
And then she messaged me later that night saying it was her. I'm like, oh, what a surprise. It was
she's
awesome.
the best.
Apparently, we are well known within the Howl-O-Scream crowd because there were many people that were Johnny, or Melissa, or hey, Johnny, where's Melissa? And I'm like, what am I?
What am I?
All right.
I did get a wave from a girl in Death Water Bayou, and then she messaged me on Twitter that night saying it was her.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
a fan of HauntScene, which I actually saw at HHN.
Nice.
Cool.
So it was pretty cool.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the media event, which is at the bottom center of this map right here, the little where it says VIP area, and talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to do a counterclockwise lap around the park, talking about all the houses and the scare zones as we walk past them. Hopefully, I have everything in the right order. Now, there were a couple roaming horde type things that maybe I missed out on, but that's what we have Jeremiah here for. Jeremiah, go ahead and talk for me. Just say hi.
Hi. Can anyone,
Okay, let's
anyone
make sure
hear
that
me?
people can hear Jeremiah because
Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me.
we had some weird audio issues here in a moment.
Oh,
Kira,
Tristan.
look,
Yeah.
it's Kira.
Hey, Kira.
Kira.
Oh,
Yay.
Tristan was a character in Simon Slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
We did enjoy Simon Slaughterhouse.
He's the
actually.
he's
Yeah.
like the guy that has like the at the very beginning that like separates people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's one of
Oh,
those
he's
guys.
a big, tall, creepy guy with the black
Yeah.
mask on. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you were very creepy. Thank you.
Yeah, Simon Slaughterhouse, much improved this year. All right, so we're gonna talk about the media event. We showed up early. We had our passes. We were invited to the media event. Thank you, Howl-O-Scream. Thank you, Rebecca,
And then,
John.
Johnny saw
everybody.
me die on the floor up there
Yep.
on the top.
Really cool photo op.
I actually like that. I just wanted to take a nap right there. So it was really comfortable.
It looks comfortable,
Really?
but
Yeah.
considering people walk all over that to take pictures, you know. it's
But I
good.
was covered. Highly
So
covered,
lots
good.
of photo ops. They had some characters going around. We ran into all kinds of our media friends. Jeremiah and Kiera were already running around the park. Hopefully they'll be able to join us next year.
On the other side of the fence.
Yep. Yes, I
On the
have
other
been
side of the
looking in.
Yeah, it's literally what it was.
But if you take a look here in the middle, my favorite part about the media event was the drinks. They had a red drink and a green drink. The red drink was really good. I think it was
Johnny
like
obviously loved
zombie.
the red drink. He
Yeah,
had 5 of them.
it has become tradition for John to drink as many drinks as possible in the media event, while still being media, of course.
Still,
And
Still
responsible media.
Yeah.
Professional.
well, I mean,
Professional.
we did a Facebook Live. You know, hopefully you guys get a chance to join us for that. That was pretty dope. And so that was pretty cool. Had photo ops here. We ran into all kinds of our media friends. We ran into Kyle and Mary from View from the Cheap Seats. Love them. Ran
What's up,
into
Kyle?
Jackie and what's the guy from Expedition Theme Park?
Sam.
Sam, that guy. Sorry.
Just theme park.
Some people I just know by their handle. Ran into Banksley from Attractions Magazine.
Thanks.
Bottom left, I've obviously ran into the Tim Tracker.
Tim Tracker.
Infamous.
Such a
Funny
cool
story
guy.
about Tim Tracker is we were with the one person in the world, a part of our group, our friend Kira, the one person who did not know who Tim
who did
Tracker
not know
was.
who he was.
Really?
She was
But
like,
now
so
she does.
who are you with? I'm like, the Tim Tracker. I'm like,
Yep.
this is Tim Tracker.
The
And
Tim
then she
Tracker.
she was like, wow, it's actually Tim.
Like, it dawned on her.
Like she didn't even realize it was him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
And then at the very, very bottom right here, the main man for Howl-O-Scream this year, Mr. John Prest. So it's good
Mr.
to hang
John
out
Prest.
with everybody. Didn't get a chance to do a little interview with him, but I'm sure I could just message him and ask him a question. So very cool. We were probably in the little media area for what, about part of an hour maybe.
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging out. Started to get
Hanging
dark
out,
out a
and
little bit. They give you a pass, the media pass. It was really cool. It was good for give a couple of drink tickets
Yeah,
and
like drinks,
unlimited.
and they had like hors d'oeuvres, like
Yeah.
cheese and crackers and some sweet treats and stuff.
I had a cookie.
I had a brownie.
Like,
I had
That's
2
it? Just a
brownies.
cookie?
and 5 drinks.
5
Wow.
drinks and a brownie.
That
And
explains-
a
it
cookie.
explains-
I
a
had
lot.
the ultimate food of Howl-O-Scream, which we'll talk about a little bit later. All right, so media people, you're all amazing. Can't wait to see you guys at everything
Thanks,
else. Remember, next week, this Friday, we'll be at Screamageddon, so we'll be
So
talking about
hyped.
that next week. Melissa will be in
I'll be
Alaska.
in Nigeria. I'll be in California on Friday and then Japan for the rest of the week.
All right. So let's see. We read embalming fluid. Embalming fluid was delicious. Vodka, the green one. Let's see if green margarita. That
Yeah.
one was alcohol. That was like
That's what we drank
that
pretty
was
much all night.
pretty
The
tasty.
green one?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on here. And one of the group of characters that was walking around, I call them the baloney faces, but they're not the baloney faces. Apparently, they have a technical term that is called the
Emojis.
emoji.
The
Yeah.
emojis. I did not know
So
that. All right.
I thought
The emojis.
but I think baloney faces.
That
doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
No.
Get scared by
No.
the baloney faces.
They're
Just as scary, but just not the
very,
right
They're
name.
very creepy people.
Yeah.
For the most part.
They debuted last year. They were
No.
running around the park last year also.
So is this like a horde that runs
Yeah.
around the park?
Yeah, it's basically a roaming horde. I think,
cool.
I don't know if they were like roaming around the entire park, but I know they're mainly on the west side, I believe.
All right. So
Oh
we
yeah,
also
we saw them when we came out of DOA at one
Yeah.
point. They were near
Yeah.
that face painting area, and they were there.
Then we saw some sliders came in. Pretty cool. Did not get enough pictures. So I think I got a little caught up in the event because I did not take as many pictures as I wanted to. But and then what's this person on the left? Do you know what they're from? Are they from
Yeah, he's
Hall
just-
Wheels?
No, he's a stilt walker for the sliders.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So does he slide on the stilts?
That would be impressive, but probably very dangerous.
Yeah, probably.
He just gives long strides around. All
That
right.
would be impressive if
That
you
would
could do
be
that.
pretty dope.
truthfully.
Okay, I didn't know they had an accompanying.
Accompany.
Stilt walker. All right.
Use your words, Johnny.
So now outside of the park, I guess, and this is something we didn't get to see to the very end, but if you go to Howl-O-Scream, one of the first things you're going to see is the First Fear Scare Zone area, where they're going to be celebrating their previous icons, it looks like. Unfortunately, we saw the bellhop guy and we saw Scarlet, which was pretty awesome because I love Scarlet.
Well, we didn't, because we left late, so we didn't get to see the people out in front. So, because we went in early and then we left late, so we never got to see what was out in front and the people out there.
Probably for the first time in several years, we closed out the event.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised you guys were still there.
I mean, normally when you do Howl-O-Scream, before we started doing the media event, we would go do Fright Feast and do a sprint around the park, and then after that, kind of do whatever and leave. But we were having such a good time. We were there open to close. So.
Yeah. But Johnny, Johnny usually does open to close on the first night, and then after that, he doesn't really stay till close.
Well, I mean, I'm an old man. You want to push me around a wheelchair?
I'm old too, and I do it.
Yeah, we made like 3 laps around the park, and like I think every time we ran into you guys at some point.
Yeah, we did.
We did 2 laps.
And we finally rode Tigers together.
Yeah, that's right.
I was so excited to ride that.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Tigress. All right, so we're going to move on. I love Scarlet. Awesome. First house that we did was the first one on the right, which is going to be Insomnia. This is the second year for Insomnia, and it's the subtitle for this house this year is called Patient's Revenge. They're doing like a sleep study, all this crazy stuff, and this year the patients strike back. Noticeable changes in the house.
Oh, I didn't know they had the subtitle. I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. I just saw Insomnia.
That's kind of how Howl-O-Scream, that's like their MO for houses. They might bring a house back, or they do bring houses back, but they usually tweak the theme just slightly.
Or they like change it around.
Yeah.
So some things will definitely jump out at you if you have done Insomnia before, like the huge skull guy that was outside of Unearthed last year or the previous few years.
I was surprised when I saw that.
The skull guy?
That was amazing. That's a really good addition to that.
Huge, tall.
Yeah, so that animatronic was in the queue for Unearthed.
Dark room?
Yeah.
In the back of that glass? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep. Had fun in the house. You got Marilyn Manson just blaring "Sweet Dreams" the whole time.
That's my favorite part of the entire house.
I love that part. Yep.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I noticed like this year some of the gimmicks weren't working, like the spider when you first worked in the spider room, it wasn't moving.
The bed was destroyed, so it was if like
like he already got to it and destroyed it.
Yeah,
and there was an actor on the other side, like her guts and intestines ripped out.
Yeah, so it was basically as if it destroyed. So it wasn't like not working. It was just like
it was like it already got to it. Okay. Yeah. And then I noticed it was a lot more bloody too. There was a lot more blood in there than it was last year.
A little bit of gore going on this year.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense with the Avenge. They're attacking back and causing more havoc.
I love the fact that they kept the sheep. Sheep still in there.
I do like the sheep.
Yeah, if you look here in the bottom middle of my little collage, you've got the sheep, which is pretty cool. I like this house. I really liked it last year, and I like the changes they made this year. I kind of feel neutral about whether it's better or worse, but I had a really good time in this house.
Yeah.
I love the addition of the Marilyn Manson music, honestly.
That was really cool.
I love the additions. And they had the hanging guy, too, on the front office. They didn't have him last year. The guy hanging from the rope. Yeah. They didn't have him last year.
And one thing I noticed, and this is going to be a common theme as we go through the 6 houses for Howl-O-Scream, is, I don't know about you guys, but I noticed the houses were significantly darker this year. Yeah. Like any house that previously had some sort of black light effects, all that stuff is it's just dark. So they're not like pitch black or anything like that, but it is noticeable if you have been to the event before.
I'm close enough to it though.
Yep, moving walls, warped walls.
They move towards you, very claustrophobic. Yeah.
Very cool. So Insomnia, loved it. Good times.
Good job.
All right, so coming back from that area is the Dia de los Muertos.
It's always a fun area.
Very pretty. I think the characters were a lot more energetic this year. It seemed like a little bit more organized this year than just a couple random characters walking around last year. This character on the left was around for the photo op at the Step and Repeat banner and the little backdrop there. Like I said, probably should have taken more pictures, but they had this little skull guy walking around, which I thought was really, really cool. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I always enjoy this area. It's so much fun just to walk around and like interact because the characters interact with you and they'll dance with you and stuff. They'll take pictures with you, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's a fun area.
It didn't seem like they were like a scare zone. I didn't see anybody jump. It just seemed like they were just kind of dancing and hanging out and stuff.
No. My favorite scare actor in this zone is the guy who like walks around in like a tan shirt. He just does like the finger guns to people. He'll just walk around like this and just does this to people. It's amazing. Every time I see that guy, I have to do it back to him because he's amazing. He's really cool. But
I think I do plan on going back to. Hopefully, we can go back to Howl-O-Scream at some point this year because I want to see it again. But
I think I might go back when I come back.
Do more photos if I don't die. All right, so that was an awesome one. Next one was the Deadly Toys Scare Zone.
Wow, they looked even creepier up close. I didn't get a good look at them.
So a bunch of twisted toys running around. There were a ton of scare zones this year.
Yeah, I felt like everywhere we walked into a zone.
Everything was
I mean, last year didn't have that.
Yeah,
so
one of my kind of one of the things I did not like about the event last year was the event was kind of like a horseshoe. Like there really wasn't much
because there wasn't anything
back of the park.
Back in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there wasn't much back in the back of the
If you
park.
look at the map now, if you guys see all this red on the map, like everything's pretty spread out this year. So bravo on the logistics of Howl-O-Scream this year. Good job.
Yeah, because last year a lot of people were just like making that little U shape and weren't really going back to the back of the park.
I think had like some clowns or whatever, but
yeah.
That's why I'm glad they have a house back there now.
Yeah.
Because now more people go back there and there's more to do back there.
Yeah, that skeleton guy was the skeleton puppet was very, very large. All right, it was a very small person, very large frame. All right, so Deadly Toys is really, really cool. Lots of creepy, just demented toys.
They had a bear walking around. They had a rabbit with a chainsaw, which was really creepy.
The Huggables.
The Huggables, yeah.
Yep. So that was pretty awesome. Next one, and this is kind of interesting. This is the Carpe Noctem Vampire Scare Zone.
Yay, I love vampires.
And right now, if you look here at the top left, they have a photo op for these caskets here. But they're going to have some apparently radio stations that are going to do the 24-hour casket challenge. And I got an email about wanting to apply for that, but we'll be at Scream again, unfortunately. So.
Oh, I'm going to be out of town, so Johnny can't be like, Melissa, get in this coffin.
Yeah, Melissa, get in this coffin for 24 hours.
For 24 hours.
Yeah. But it's cool. Really good lighting in the scare zone. The picture that I took at the bottom left, my night sight on my Pixel actually eliminated the color of the vampires. But it's really cool, really good.
When I first walked in, I didn't realize they were vampires. I was trying to figure out what creatures they were because I didn't look to the left to see the caskets. I just walked in to the right and saw them. I didn't realize they were vampires, so it makes me even more happier that they're vampires. So
the fangs.
Yeah. And then there's this really cool female vampire that had the color contacts, and it looked like the light blue ones. It was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I told her, I was like, "You have nice eyes." Yeah. She's like, "Thank you." She did have nice eyes.
Did she message you on Twitter afterwards?
She did not. I was waiting for that.
Oh.
Like she didn't.
Well, what'd you think, Jeremiah?
I liked it a lot. I like the whole vampire theme, and also just to shout out those two actors on the bottom left are actually really good actors. We went through their shift I think 3 times, unplanned, but we went through their shift 3 times, and they're really good actors. My only downside to it would be that I think it's shorter than I would like it to be. I want it to be a lot bigger, a lot longer, because it's really cool. But it was a pretty short zone. Still awesome though.
It was really cool though.
Yeah, I loved it.
Sarah Catala, the Fluffy Vamp, says hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate all of you.
So vampires were awesome. They were awesome.
I can't wait to go back to that zone.
I hope they bring that back next year, honestly.
We'll talk about some theories for next year after this, because I got a couple of theories about next year.
That's exciting.
Yes. All right, next one, as we move further into the back of the park, it's going to be Melissa's favorite scare zone.
The clown that scared me.
Which is Maniac Midway. And if you've been following HauntScene on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I posted this everywhere. Melissa, we got some video of Melissa getting scared right at this ticket booth.
Yeah, right after her, I had taken a picture of her, and I had walked around to the side. I didn't realize there was another one in back, and this one in the back here, she scared the crap out of me. So thank you for that.
And Melissa, jump straight up, run.
Jump straight up. I moved in the back of Johnny to the left and run.
Yep. And there is a house back here. We'll talk about the residents here in a moment. But in the tail end of the scare zone, creepy clowns. So if you don't like clowns, this is going to be amazing for you. But they had like a fortune teller guy. Did you guys see what's going on with that? And they had a photo op too with the free hair.
Yeah.
I didn't actually go around long enough to see what was going on.
No, they had there was like a fortune teller girl, and then there was the dude that does the magic. He was there last year as well.
Oh.
But he was just in a different area, I believe,
Gotcha.
Than last year. I didn't look into the fortune thing either. I was kind of like running past to go do the residence, but I did see a video though of those two clowns right there acting together on I forgot, I don't know if it was like Facebook or Twitter somewhere, but they were really good. We didn't get to go through their shift, but like I want to go back just to go see them because of their interactions together are hilarious.
Nice. Oh, okay. Sarah's the fluffy one on the left. Okay, so the vampire on the bottom left, Sarah on the chat here, is the fluffy vampire, the one on the left that y'all liked.
Yes. Oh, cool.
We liked you.
Wait,
yeah.
So make sure
is she in the picture?
Bottom left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blonde.
Yep.
Oh, neat. Very cool. Awesome.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Follow HauntScene. Share this out to all your friends.
We appreciate you.
Do all of it.
All right, cool. All right, so video. Moving on, and let's talk about the Residence.
Oh, such a good house. I love this house.
Which is the new house this year.
This is my new favorite house.
I'm just happy. It could have been anything. I'm just happy they have a house at this location again, because they did not have one in the back of the park last year, and the year before that they had Demented Dimensions.
Yeah, they did.
For 1 year, even though it was an amazing house, and then they
I hope this one stays around, because I do like this one. This one's really creepy.
I can see them spinning this story different ways for a couple of years, but the Residence is just, I don't even know how to describe this house.
So what was it? A family of cannibals? Is that basically
let me get some help with the official description here. So, new. The Residence.
Love that voice.
The Clark home paints a pretty picture on its suburban street, but open the front door and discover the demented dimensions that lie beneath. So it was kind of like
it didn't really say what they were though. So what
it was like a cult kind of thing, like
a
crazy neighbor next door cult type thing, and it just got increasingly darker as you went on.
Yeah,
there's some pretty crazy stuff in this house. I didn't
Not gonna lie, it freaked me out the first time I went through and I was seeing everything. It creeped me out, man.
And
I was like,
our friend Joshua is in this house.
Yeah,
Josh.
Man, I love seeing him in that house.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I saw him in the flower garden.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it was really cool getting to see him.
Oh, no, he's my boyfriend. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It was dark. I can't tell.
Wait, who?
Okay. Okay. So the vampire on the left.
The guy in the picture.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So you're gonna see all kinds of crazy people in this house. You're gonna see cult stuff. You might see a baby.
Oh God.
Somewhere.
A baby.
I love that. You didn't see it?
I did not.
Oh, you missed it then.
Oh man.
So what?
You didn't see the baby?
No, I did this house twice.
Oh man.
I did. I don't think I saw it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just we'll point it out when we go back.
Okay.
Yeah. So pretty aggressive characters, really good location for this house. It's just creepy. Like I don't even know how to describe it.
I want to do a house completely alone at Howl-O-Scream one night, but I'm also really scared too.
Go at the very end of the night.
Huh? I'm really scared too.
There's a really good scare in that house too. The bathroom one with the red strobe.
Yeah, we saw that.
I love that scare.
In the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good scare.
Very, very good. Yeah. Love this house. Definitely make sure you get a chance to do this one.
And Howl-O-Scream house is like the actors come behind you, which is scary.
Yeah.
I got an actor come behind me when I was exiting Simon Slaughterhouse because no one was behind me. I looked back and this big guy's right behind me.
I'll go ahead and just say that the characters at Howl-O-Scream have a little bit more flexibility to scare you.
They do, yeah. So they'll follow you like in the house and stuff, which is really creepy.
Yeah. Well, Residence was pretty awesome if you like neighbors and cults and babies. And
I'm so bummed you missed the baby.
Where was it exactly?
We'll tell you later.
Scene?
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but the baby.
Well, now they know there's a baby in there.
There is a baby in there. I guess you have to look for it. All right, so good job, Residence. Awesome. Loved it. I have a feeling probably by the end of this event, this house is probably going to be just terrifying because
it's already terrifying.
It's opening night, so sometimes people are still getting used to their roles, but they seem pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone did a really good job.
Yeah, it was a really good job. Yeah.
Yep. So really like the Residence, and we are
moving on.
Yes. Okay, so here you get to see all the pictures of Camp DOA that we didn't take.
Is that the only one?
I was walking through the zone and I didn't.
We walked through.
Well, you got the one of the butcher who was in that area.
Yeah, you got that one. You got the butcher.
No, the butcher's in the meat market.
No, he was in there. He was in DOA.
Okay, cool. So we have a picture about this later.
But Johnny didn't post it.
Yeah.
No, I have it in here. I thought it was part of the meat market though. I was probably still a little.
Yeah.
He's probably still out of it. Yeah.
He's pretty hidden. He's like in the.
So Camp DOA is like a campground gone wrong. There's a trailer. There's all kinds of just crazy camp people there. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's just like a kind of camp gone wrong, I guess.
Hillbilly campers, basically.
Yeah, like what are they? Just camp killers, I guess. Murderers, right? Is that it?
I don't really know how to describe it, but it's got like
they
if
just
you went to summer camp
yeah.
and everything went horribly wrong. That's exactly it. It'd be
Taken over by
the
hillbillies.
worst possible summer camp ever.
Basically, yeah.
So we'll look at a picture of this later. It's a
this
little,
one, yeah,
a little bit of an Easter egg.
This one is fun. It's really dark. So there's a lot of hidden areas for characters to jump out at you at.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, there's a really good scare in that zone at the end that my buddy does. It's amazing. Yep. It's so good.
Let's see. Jorge Zayas. I'm in the residence. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jorge. Thank you for creeping me out.
Yeah, he's next to the girl that is like laying down in the picnic area.
Okay.
He's like standing by the tree.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The residence sounds like people under the stairs, but I could be wrong. You know what? Actually, there's a really cool part on that house where you end up behind the walls, which is really, really cool. So I can definitely see that. All right. Kind of like Johnny's camping experience. Well, I'm not much of a camper.
Yeah, this will ruin camping for you, Connor, by the way.
All right, awesome. Okay, so, apologize, Amber. Maybe
don't go camping.
It was just so dark, we didn't get any good pictures.
We apologize,
She did a really
Amber.
good job, too. We got a couple of videos of Amber.
Awesome.
Where is she?
She was in DOA.
Camp DOA.
Just like in the middle or?
Yeah, she was towards the middle.
Okay.
We'll do better next time.
We'll come see you next time, Amber.
Yeah, when we go back.
We apologize.
All right, moving on to the black spot. The black spot bloodshed. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. So the black spot's been around not even as long as some of the other houses, but I think this is probably...
This has been like, what, the 5th year?
Yeah,
I think it's the 4th year.
Fourth year?
Yeah, it's 4th year.
4th year?
Now, unfortunately, we're not really going to do a hype list or a ranking of the houses, I don't think, but I think if I had to say I would like to see a new house in a location, this would probably be it. I think it's universally agreed upon that this is unfortunately the weakest house at Howl-O-Scream. It's a pirate themed. It's very cool. There's nothing against the characters or anything like that.
Exactly.
No,
we love you guys.
They did a great job.
You guys are great.
It just seems like the house, the oomph that in the design of the house after so many years has kind of fallen off a little bit. Once again, nothing against the characters at all. I like the barker in the beginning with the microphone and all that. They did make some changes, little changes to the house. They've got these big tentacles on the outside of the house. And all this stuff here, and it's fun. I mean, it's fun.
It's still a fun time.
There's nothing we did that was not fun. It's just I wish this either got more love or they would just do something else.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I agree with Johnny.
Had fun.
We had fun. I'm not big on the pirate type thing, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
Pirates? I mean, are pirates scary?
They can be.
Can be?
Yeah, I was gonna say they can be.
I guess. Okay. All right.
Maybe you could do like undead.
So like I said, nothing
like
against the characters. Everybody did a good job. It's just this house is just. I think it's time.
Past its prime.
Yeah,
it's time.
I think it's time.
All right. So hopefully nobody's watching that was in the black spot.
We still love you guys.
We still love you.
We still love you.
It's
okay.
Definitely got some good photo ops in here. Very, very cool stuff. Well, for those that can take photos. So, but yeah, it was cool. It was fun. All right, moving on.
Don't go camping or don't go through the house. Don't go camping is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely go through the house.
Definitely do the house in the zone, but don't go camping.
I think it's a testament to how good a time that we had at Howl-O-Scream this year is we almost missed Fiends. Like we were at the black spot because Fiends is right next to it at the Stanleyville Theater. And we were having such a good time on our second lap of the park that we didn't realize how late it was. And
we almost missed the last show.
We were like, oh, we need to see Fiends. And it was like 10 minutes after the last show started.
Which is crazy because we always catch Fiends, but we were just having that much fun in the park that we just didn't.
And Fiends is always a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, Fiends, it's weird. It's really fun in its simplicity. You know, like it's some really good jokes, really good fun stuff. Hot people, nurses, dudes, whatever you're into, I guess.
Not everyone.
And nurses and the little imp little succubus girls. You know, those are my favorite. And
they did have the poles.
I
know, I love that. God, I love that so much.
You like
I
stripper
noticed
poles.
that. Yeah,
it's a match made in heaven. Fiends and
it's such a great addition.
Yes.
But I love the Fiend show. I watch it every year. I go on a Howl-O-Scream.
Yeah,
I really like it. I love the humor behind it. It reminds me of watching Bill and Ted when Bill and Ted used to be at Halloween Horror Nights. I miss those comedy shows. You know, so
and Fiends it's almost like Mad Libs because the show has a very similar structure every year, like Weird Science and how they bring out the different characters, but they sprinkle in pop culture. And now that there is no Bill and Ted, we get that from
I love those pop culture shows.
Yeah. Did somebody say that this is the last year for Fiends?
That's the rumor.
Okay, because he said something towards the end of the show.
Like it's the apocalypse?
Like it was like apocalypse and it was the last show. And I was worried because I thought it was just part of the show. It was the last show of the night or it was the last show like ever.
The rumor is it's like the last time Fiends will be there.
But why? I love Fiends.
I mean, it's just a rumor, but
I heard they bought the rights to Bill and Ted.
Man, could you imagine?
I know, right? Well, I mean, you know, it's a Universal thing. Right.
I hope that's not true, though. I love that show so much.
Because I love Fiends, and I really don't want to see it go. I love Fiends.
I would be so upset.
I mean, maybe they're going to bring in Jabberwockies. Now that Jabberwockies has moved out of one of the houses, maybe they'll be on stage. We'll talk about that in a moment. All right, so Fiends, awesome. Thank you guys.
I hope
Good times.
It stays. I hope it's just a rumor.
Fiends is awesome because they usually have photo ops at the end. You can take the pictures with the nurses and everything. Unfortunately, we were all business. So love you, Fiends.
Love you guys.
If this was the last show, we had a good time.
Yeah, agreed.
Moving on. Oh, one of my favorite scare zones this year. One of Melissa's favorite scare zones.
So creepy.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
And this is where Riley is?
This is where Riley was, yes. Riley!
So somebody walks up to me, a very short person, and says...
Very short person.
And says, where's Melissa? Right? And Melissa had walked ahead a little bit, and this character, I think it was Riley or whatever, did not take a beeline, like, from me 20 feet ahead to Melissa. This is all, like, old paper mache masks, classic trick-or-treat gone wrong. She went through the woods, like she went to the right through the woods. Like this is something you can do at Howl-O-Scream that you can't do at like a Horror Nights, is you can use the environment to get scares. And then she came out of the woods, and I don't know if she got you, but I saw her run through the woods.
She did, like she came. I can't remember where she came because I was walking forward, but she came swinging around me on the left, and I was like, oh crap. And, like, I didn't know it was hers. I was like, hey. She was waving and said hi, and I just kept walking because I didn't realize it was her. And then until later when she messaged me and told me it was her.
Oh, she messaged you. There's a vote at the end of the season to keep it or not. So do we want to keep Fiends?
Yes, we want to keep it.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I want to keep
if anyone votes no on that,
can we keep...
I'm going to find them.
I know, right?
Fiends with stripper poles.
Which stripper poles?
Oh, yeah, with little asterisks.
Yeah.
And poles.
Another option. Yeah, but this is really cool.
But scary kids always scare me. They do. They're like, they creep me out. Just everything about them just creep me out. Just even the small little chainsaw girl in front of Meat Market.
Oh my god.
I love her.
What is going on with that?
She's awesome. You're awesome, by the way.
We don't have a picture of her because she was too short. She went under the camera. It's crazy. We missed that shot.
And I think she like remembered me because when she saw me, she came right up to me.
She's
scared
awesome.
the crap out of me. Yeah.
You're a famous YouTuber. Hit that subscribe
button. So is Jeremiah from Misfits Unmanaged.
Hi.
Hit that
Follow me.
Smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Oh wait, we're not on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's something about the small ones because they're so small and agile.
She does a really good job.
Everybody in the scare zone is about 4 feet tall. Is that not accurate?
I mean, yeah.
4 feet, somewhere between 4 and 5 feet tall. They're small ones.
Yeah.
They do a good job too.
And this top left picture, if you go to HauntScene's Instagram, plug. I ran this through a couple filters, and I got a really badass photo out of this. So
yeah,
I really like that one.
Yeah, it was really good. That's our friend Mickey.
Riley,
Mini-Me.
I'm small enough to run in the bushes. I'm glad you guys like it.
I'm small.
Mini-Meat. That's funny.
That's a great name.
I love it.
That is a great name.
I love it. I just want to go after her when I go
I hope that's her actual nickname.
All right, moving on. So apparently, are you sure? Look at this.
They may have moved him because I've seen him in DOA also.
All right, let's just say.
I think you're right because I did see that. I do remember seeing that.
Why would this
backdrop.
butcher guy not be in? Why would this butcher guy not? Literally, this backdrop in the middle.
Yeah.
is the one.
Wait, no, that's So the back of that's facing towards Stanleyville Theater.
Okay.
So he's like inside of that, and then if you walk to his left.
This guy on the right's actually in Camp DOA.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Look at this picture from Camp DOA.
Look at Camp DOA.
Yay! All right, and then so that was an amazing scare zone. And then we've got the meat market. The meat market. Now you can make a choice here. You can either go left to the meat market. You can go right to the Motel Hell. We went left through the meat market into Simon Slaughterhouse. Now the meat market this year, a lot of the same kind of props and sets from last year, but it seems like there's more of them. Yeah. Like there were photo ops and there were all these like little empty things. I think this is like the selfie zone. I think. Because there's lots of places that
they had more victims in cages. I noticed too. Yeah. Like they had a victim in the cage when you walked in.
Yeah, there's like
I don't remember her last year.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yep.
The whole interaction that they had together was awesome. Like
and then there was just somebody that was just like chained up.
Literally, that was the one I was talking about. Like just hanging there. Hi. Johnny was like, "You're almost done."
I gotta wait for my shift.
15 more minutes.
15 more minutes.
And in the meat market area, this is also where you can get the strongest food item at Howl-O-Scream, which is the Bill Drill mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was around the other side when you passed the Busch people.
I didn't even see that.
Dude, it's amazing. I had macaroni and cheese with beer cheese and bacon and chicken. Oh my god, it's so good.
It sounds amazing.
It's so good. I felt like I was at Epcot eating off a trash can, like a real YouTuber.
You had a mac and cheese orgasm over there.
It wasn't that good.
That noise you just made right there, that was kind of funny.
Well, anyways, it's very, very good. All right, so moving on there, Simon Slaughterhouse. Simon Slaughterhouse, the reason I only got these two pictures is because this house is freaking dark.
Extremely dark.
So everything that was wrong with this house last year, they have fixed. Last year, it was touted as the 17 and up house. And I think that was a bad move because you're already setting expectations really high for a theme park attraction. And I think my biggest thing with the house was the cheesy Simon Says. Yeah,
I didn't like that either.
And they have eliminated all that. Mm-hmm. So if the version of Simon Slaughterhouse that you were expecting last year, they completely delivered this year. This house is pretty terrifying, and I'm pretty sure they made it a little more claustrophobic because I felt like I was smushed in a lot more in this house.
Yeah.
I got two pictures. Yeah.
That one in the canister there.
I actually got two versions of that. Though, yeah. One with the night sight on my pixel and one without. But it's pretty cool. They might separate you in the beginning.
They didn't really separate us though in the beginning of this time.
Not the first time. The second time we got separated.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that. Sorry.
Were you drinking?
I was not drinking.
Okay. But what'd you think, Jeremiah?
I liked it. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it was a update to what it was last year because I kind of had the same thoughts last year with it also, but it was definitely a much better improvement this year.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I actually got a couple good scares in there.
They literally Simon Slaughterhouse is 100 times better than it was last year. So, and it wasn't. You know what? It wasn't the character's fault last year. I think it was just the design of the house. I don't really know, and this was eliminated this year. Howl-O-Scream has this thing where they do some corniness sometimes in the house to kind of maybe offset the horror or whatever, and it just did not work for Simon Slaughterhouse. But that's gone. It might say like Simon Says on the walls, but they kind of covered it up a little bit. But the house is much darker and much scarier. And Sarah is in this house. Sarah is in this house. So good time, good job.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. See, I thought the Simon Says made it more fun. Otherwise, it was better this year. I don't like.
No, I didn't.
I don't like cheesy with my horror, unless it's like a black comedy type house, like a Krampus or a Blood and Guts or something like that. Yeah. That was not what that house was meant to be last year, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Simon Slaughterhouse, good job. Yeah. All right, so moving on. So now when you cut back a little bit, and I love this house.
Motel. I've always liked this house. Yeah. This was a new addition to it, though.
Motel Hell has a infestation subtitle. It's spooky bugs. Lots of bugs in this house.
Lots of spiders.
Lots of bugs.
Oh yeah.
I didn't mind the cockroaches, but when we got up to the point when we got to the spiders, I freaked out. I don't know if you heard me, Johnny. I was behind you. I was like Johnny, and I was like holding myself and everything.
Spiders.
I ran into a spider. I almost had a panic attack. So
it was like Howl-O-Scream rolled up to the dollar store, and they were like, "Yeah, we want some bugs." And they're like, "How many bugs?" We're like, "All of them." Because they're all over the place. They're all over. Now the previous theme for Motel Hell had Sandman, evil phobia type kind of vibe or story or whatever. Now it's bugs and creepiness. There's exterminators in there wearing full exterminator suits. There's also like an exterminator roaming horde.
Yeah, the extermination squad.
I did not get any pictures of them because I think we were walking along them or didn't intersect with them.
Like, I think we crossed paths with them at one
I didn't have it happen to me, but apparently like their little packs like spray air.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like the leaf blowers.
Yeah.
Like they have, yeah.
So not a ton of, you're going to notice that there's lots of changes as far as bugs go because there's like a million little bugs all over this thing. There's a huge cockroach in
the beginning of it. Yeah, there's a huge cockroach. I thought it was creepier. Like I thought the infestation made it creepier.
I thought it was the Jabberwocky's mask house. That's
oh yeah,
the one in the middle that's blacklit with all the masks.
They changed that completely.
They did change that.
That's
more,
why I'm telling you, I'm thinking that's an Easter egg because they're gonna bring in Jabberwockies next year.
Oh, that's that was your Easter egg?
Yeah, that's what he meant by that.
So bad.
They gotta make use of the mask somehow, right?
God,
you can see how I planted the seed. The Jabberwockies has no. They'll send their like C squad. Oh wait, I'm sorry, they are the C squad. They send their like F squad.
Oof.
I'm sorry,
Academy.
Shots fired.
Academy of Villains fan.
AOV is so much better.
Yeah. So, anyways, this house
he got totally sidetracked.
I know, right? This is gonna get back to Jabberwockies.
Right.
Then it's gonna be a war. Okay. Anyways, so Motel Hell's amazing. I will say, I love the house. My favorite part about Motel Hell is the very, very end with the bums, with the homeless people.
Because, yes, he was asking for money. He was like, "Do you take credit card? Do you take PayPal?"
Because we went through it twice, and they were asking for money. And this guy with the shopping cart here at the top right, I was like, "Hey, man, can I take a picture of you?" Took a picture, and he's like, "Can I get $1 for that?"
Get $1 for that.
They were awesome. They were method homeless actors.
He's like, "Can I PayPal you?"
Can I Venmo?
Venmo, there you go.
Apple Pay.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Good job. House is just gorgeous.
That house is great. Motel Hell has always been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But my new favorite spot, the Residence this year. But I always liked Motel Hell.
Yeah.
It was always my favorite when it came out. So.
I love the updates to this one. It was really well done.
Yeah, it worked out. This kind of goes to show you that you can shift a significant part of a house and still maintain the normal setting of it without having to make a whole new house.
And it'd still be good.
I like that how they bring back the houses and they basically just change them up. I think that's pretty cool. So change out the layout.
So next one over, a photo ops, Hell on Wheels, and I could be wrong with the one on the left. I know it was a photo op somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And and this is like your post-apocalyptic zone. Really cool characters. My favorite one, is the guy on the stilts.
Oh, that was awesome.
That walks on
his
hands
guy,
or whatever.
Yep.
So Melissa got a really good picture of him, but this is like biker, Mad Max, cars.
I like the way that zone is. I like the colors in the back, like fire and stuff. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I love the music.
Very, very good scare zone. Very, very good. This is right around where we saw the Extermination Squad.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So they had some zombies running around here. They had the Stilt guy. They had Scarlet and the Bellhop.
Yep.
Roaming around.
Yeah. After this one. Yeah. Yeah. And like the tail end of the scare zone. But this we hit that up right at the end because it was almost like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were on our way to the last house in the second lap, which was what'd you think of this one, Jeremiah, real quick before we move
the
on?
scare zone?
Yeah,
I love it. I loved getting to scare in it last year as like a roaming horde, and then this year I'm glad I got to like hang out in it a little bit because the music in that zone is amazing. It's so
like
much
Slipknot.
It's like a bunch of metal music and everything, so it's like my vibe.
Nice.
So it was really, really, really cool.
Bunch of kids.
I wish I could film in it, but I can't because copyright. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know. Downside.
Well, I mean, so would that be the same if you film in Insomnia with Sweet Dreams? Okay. Gotcha.
Well, it depends on where you post it, because some things will shut it down. Some things will flag it. And bug you. All right.
And they had some victims in cages in this year.
Lots of victims in cages.
Yeah, I don't know if they had them.
How do you audition for that?
I don't know.
Same process.
Get in this cage.
Same process.
Be like, you Melissa, get in this cage. All right.
Melissa, get in the cage. Okay, you're hired.
Okay,
you look good in that cage.
Perfect.
All right, get in that coffin. All right, moving on. Okay, so the final house is going to be Deathwater Bayou. And Deathwater Bayou has always been a very strong house. Very, very good. You will notice a difference if you've gone through this one before. If you haven't done it before, it's going to be all new to you. But I found that this house was a lot darker. It seemed like they had turned off a lot of the black light effects, the beginning.
So it wasn't on for the first night, but when I went back on Saturday, they had it back on.
Yeah,
so I don't know if it wasn't working.
Okay. Earlier,
all right. So I feel a little slightly better because.
But it still worked. I mean,
yeah. It was cool. But one of there's a part in Deathwater Bayou where it's a lot of black light effects and like bungees and stuff like that.
It was amazing.
And it really is a really cool scene, and that was not turned on for the first night. So I didn't know if that was by design, but apparently it's not.
Yeah, no, it was on Saturday night when we went.
Very cool. So this house right here, a little long in the tooth. I think it's like 5.
I think it's the 6.
6 years.
I think it's like, yeah, it's been there.
Yeah.
It's been there a while.
I'm pretty sure last year it was Death of the Queen or Death of the Queen or something like that.
Yep.
So I think some of us were surprised that this house made it back. But it's still good. Still really, really good. Still had a good time with this particular house here. Kira says it's her favorite. You need large lungs. Okay, Deathwater Bayou is the best. Okay, frog scares in the swamp are amazing. Yes. What did I think of the motel changes? We just talked about that.
Yeah, we just talked about motel. I thought it was. I thought the changes were really well.
Bradley apparently was in there, and he was just chucking little cockroaches everywhere. So good job.
Nice.
He did all the painting, detailing, and the truck. Good job, Bradley.
Good job, Bradley.
Good job. 7th year since 2013.
Wow. Yeah. So.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah.
So this one is a very, very good house. I still love the New Orleans funeral scene. Very, very cool. 7th year. Wow, it's crazy.
I mean, shout out to my friend Katie from Twitter. She was in this house. She waved to me. And
Katie's awesome.
And then she told me on Twitter later that she waved to us. So she was in the casket scene.
Yeah.
With the mannequins.
Yep.
Yeah. When we went through that last time, she waved at me.
Very cool.
Oh, you know Katie?
Yeah, I shared a break with him. Last year.
Knows everybody.
How long she's been working at the event?
I think this is her 2nd year, if I'm not mistaken.
Year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ironically, I actually got the most scares in this house, which is what I
did. Really?
Yeah. For some reason, people got me like all the 4 times I went through.
Neat.
Yeah.
All right, so our buddy Eddie Tainment did Howl-O-Scream member sneak peek in Williamsburg. It was a great time. Our 20 years was last year. Okay, cool.
We still haven't done Howl-O-Scream in Williamsburg yet.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, isn't that where Demented Dimensions, isn't it?
Yeah. It was last year, yeah. But
it's
they moved it. It's still there.
Cool. All right. So, love this house. I still love the little voodoo puppet room. The voodoo room's awesome. The bungees are great. Scares are great.
Bungees are my favorite.
The bungees get me every year, regardless.
Because you always forget where they're at.
And I always forget where they're at. Yeah, especially the ones in the street.
Oh,
you don't know they're there, they'll get you.
Yeah.
And the one at the end of Residence got me. Because Tyler got a photo of me video of me running away from the bungee when he jumped at me at the last minute.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up for houses. Got to give a shout out to the Busch people. Busch people and their natural habitat.
They get some of the best scares.
I was going to say, if you ever want to people watch and watch people get scared, their area is like the best place to do it.
It's like completely flat.
Yeah, and no one knows.
Plants.
It's perfect because no one knows they're there.
It's the most least expecting place that you're going to get scared too.
So whoever this Busch person was, we salute you. And there's like 3 or 4
We appreciate
of them.
you.
There's one on stilts too that my friend does.
There was some hiding in the bushes, like some other random characters hiding in the bushes.
The Busch people were hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, I saw the guy that was playing Dr. Livingston was hiding in the bushes.
Yeah,
he would jump out at people.
He's
I was like, ah.
He's like, good day, mate.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I heard that from a distance.
Yeah.
It was great.
All right. Okay, so I did not do this because I'm not a fan. I'm not going to do this.
What?
Oh, yeah. We got to ride Falcon's Ferry with one of the clowns.
But here's a picture
nice.
of the crew we were rolling with all night. Kira and Melissa and Random Character and Tyler. And what's cool about the rides at Busch Gardens is when you go and ride them, if maybe you have an odd person out or something like that, I guess they put a character with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were up in front. We just walked in the line. We were waiting to get on, and then we looked behind us, and she's right there with us. Yep. And then she came and
just
ride the
staring.
And she held Melissa's hand the whole time?
She held my hand because Kira wanted all of us to do no hands when we were on the ride. And I like doing that ride, but I'm always scared to put my hands up. So we held our hands up for the rest when we were going up, and then she held my arm as we were going down.
Nice.
So I was like, I don't really care at this point. Just hold my hands.
Kira, no hands. That's what she says. Maniac Midway was fun. Yep. Bushes are the best. Yep. Tunnels are so hard to walk through.
Maniac Midway. Yep. It was that was really cool. That was the first time I ever rode a ride with this character actually.
Yep. And you guys also rode
really cool.
What other rides did you
We rode Cobra's Curse.
Tigress.
And we rode Tigress.
Man, Tigress was fun.
With Jeremiah and Kira from Misfits Unmanaged.
Yep.
Shout out. Hi.
Shut up.
Tigress, it scared me at first when I first saw.
Oh, I know. You looked very panicked.
I looked and I'm like, what the hell?
She saw like how fast it went through like the track part or whatever, the station, and she just like looked over at me and Kira and was just like,
I was so like shocked.
Somebody said some of us are fearless and we'll do those kinds of things.
Huh? Yeah.
Like Melissa.
I don't like roller
coasters. Like me.
But
it was a lot of fun, and we did Cobra's Curse. We also did Montu too. So we did a few rides that night. So
very cool. So here's just some photos that we took. Here's the whole crew. John, Melissa, Kira.
Oh yeah, there's the one Tyler and I took with the bear.
Yeah.
The little bear.
Tyler.
And the other character.
Yep. So this all of us together. Lots of photo ops at Busch Gardens. That's
Karen and I took that photo. There were just two random people from Meat Market just sitting there staring at us. Like what?
They're like, why aren't we in this photo? Yep. So top-notch photo ops at Busch Gardens. Good job. All right, that's gonna be it for Busch Gardens. Okay.
Yeah. That was so much fun though.
So let's do this. Buy the shirt of Haunt shirts. There we go. So let's take a look at the map here and let's just look at the houses. So I have a couple theories about. I know the event just started, but this is I think the only time we're gonna be able to talk about this on the show this year. I have a feeling that next year Black Spot's gonna go and Deathwater Bayou's gonna go. I have a feeling those two are gonna be the next two to be redone.
Redone or like
done,
rethemed or just done?
Well, he was thinking about Black Spot, and I was thinking about this because they have that really cool vampire scare zone, and
I would love to see a vampire house.
I can totally see
they haven't done one in a while.
Them just stripping down Black Spot and taking all the pirate stuff out, and maybe putting in more of like a cave vampire kind of thing.
I would love a vampire house at Howl-O-Scream.
Kind of like I don't want to say hive, but kind of like that.
That'd be cool.
Blacklit vampires. I think it'd be badass.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
be awesome.
We're just throwing stuff out there. Vampire
house.
house.
There you go.
Vampire house.
There you go, Bradley. Make that happen.
There you go, Bradley, John,
Andrew.
And perfect. Andrew turned just John.
What's up, Andrew?
Perfect timing.
We love vampires.
We're writing your event for you next year.
So yeah.
And then Deathwater Bayou. It's no. It's just maybe it's just time. Maybe it's just time. Come up with some sort of new concept. I'd have to think of like some sort of like horror theme that's not like has not been done. Something that would be new and unique.
I have an idea, but I won't publicly speak about it.
Okay.
But if they want to contact me,
hey,
you know
how to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
Right. What's up, guys? Have to check out Howl-O-Scream. Yeah, Andrew's gonna check it out. We went on Friday. Greenhouse is the best part.
Yeah, we went on Friday, Dallas.
The greenhouse that was there before Black Spot was great. You meet Deadfall.
Oh, I love Deadfall.
That was an amazing house.
I can't remember. Was that only a 1 year thing?
2 years.
I swear it was 1 year.
It was like 2 years or 3 years max. I think it was 2 years.
Because I only remember going in that once. Yeah. And I loved Deadfall. It was the one with the creepy
I remember which one it was,
Yeah, it was really, really good.
I just don't remember what year it was.
I loved it.
They had the creepy merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round. It had the
swing and
the creepy kids and all that stuff.
That would go on
and they had a girl hanging on, holding a noose and everything. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good.
All right, so that's my theory. So we can play this back in 2020 when we do our preview. but those are my thing. I think at least Black Spot's gonna go.
Well, yeah. Overall, we had fun. I really love Howl-O-Scream. Yeah. It's always a good time. I've been going for 6 years. I love the event so much. I cannot say enough about how awesome this event was. No.
Like I said, this is the first time in many minutes, and probably my year one, that I've ever gone open to close. That's how much fun I had at Howl-O-Scream. So we did 2 laps around the park. If I had to do it again, I would probably have spent a little bit more time taking pictures, but we got to do everything. So it was awesome.
I have to take more pictures when I go, so definitely going back when I come back. So that's for sure.
So expect us back. That will be awesome.
Or a couple more times actually. So
good. Well, if you go, let me know.
I'll hit you guys up. So
we'll be there a bunch too. So.
Oh, we're gonna do it. What?
Okay, Johnny.
All right, so next week on the show, we this Friday, Melissa's going to be gone doing HHN California.
HHN California,
and HHN
Hollywood,
Japan.
and HHN Japan.
Yep. So she's gone.
So I'll be back the 9th.
Friday, me and another special guest for next week, we're going to be doing Screamageddon in Dade City. I probably should have put a slide in here. Never mind. So we're going to talk about that. All the houses are the same. They got a new beer garden thing. I'm excited about it. Always have fun.
Let me know if you run into another puppet.
We have gone.
You ran into the puppet last
Oh,
year.
yes.
That was amazing.
It was so funny. It was funny because it was the second round. And I was
it was the second time through.
And I look around, and Johnny's just going around this puppet. Like, Johnny, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, one of those Gore Galore, big, huge puppet things.
This man is old.
I got so turned around in that house. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Screamageddon's always been a good time. This will be our 5th year going. And I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to be at their media event. Jeremiah and Kira will be there.
Yeah.
We'll be doing, maybe we'll do a Facebook Live if they let us. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, expect that. And then after that, we get into Amacent and Shiver Terrors. And she'll be gone, unfortunately, for that one as well. But it's okay, because HauntScene's got you covered. She'll be Facebooking live from Japan.
I'll be Facebooking live from Japan.
Yay. Well, I'll be asleep.
It's
2 o'clock in the morning!
Because it's literally a day ahead there. I'm literally going to be 24 hours ahead of you guys.
Oh, really?
So I have to do it a day before. Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
So you guys can catch up with me.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Any other closing remarks, Jeremiah? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to promote? Hold on, let's put the camera on you.
Oh, man. Stress.
Here we go. Talk about
Perfect.
yourself.
Yeah, follow us on YouTube, guys. Misfits Unmanaged, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, Misfits Unmanaged. We'll be doing a ton of vlogs from various haunts this season, and a couple other stuff through Instagram and whatnot. So give us a follow there.
All right. Cool. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're all amazing. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
HauntScene loves you. It's the only haunt webcast
in Central Florida
that matters. So, I mean, but yeah, so we do appreciate all the support. We love you guys. Thank you for everybody that said hi to us at Howl-O-Scream. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in tonight. Thank you all, maybe your first time viewers of HauntScene. Make sure you guys follow us all over the place. We do appreciate the support, and this is what we do. We spread the love of the haunts.
Yeah.
Spread the love of the haunts, because we love you guys so much.
All right, so
thank you.
It is time to go.
Thank you, Jeremiah, for joining us.
Yeah,
so Melissa, you have a nice trip.
I will, thank you. I'll see you guys when I get back.
Yep.
I'll miss you too.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll be at HHN tomorrow and Thursday for any of you going to HHN. So.
Yep, I will probably be there as well a little bit later. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. So roll credits. Till next time. Spook easy.
Happy haunting. Have a good night, guys. Right. Bye. Bye.
Give me some treats.